Happy Thursday, dreamers. Rise and shine. Another blessed and grateful day, as always, over here in beautiful Southwest Florida. A day that we will never see again, and a day we get to go ahead and make the most of. So let's go ahead and get to it. As you all can see, today's title is The Power of Somebody's Story. And I'm going to give you all three tactical steps to go ahead and utilize to really maximize not just your business, but your organization's business. So this is key. This is actually coming from the legend, Mr. Brian Carruthers himself. So let's get to it. What's everybody feeling for today? Grateful to be alive. Grateful for each of you. Grateful for the momentum, for God, for all the abundance, and for last night. For those that didn't get a chance to go ahead and catch last night's call, that was by far one of the best calls of the year, setting the tone, giving clarity, explaining all of this success that so many are having right now. And the best part about it is they're all from different backgrounds, all completely different walks of life, all different reasons why it is they got started and planted their flag and are here for the long term. You know, Melissa Collins literally just tore it up last night, dropped the mic. She's been in for less than 2 weeks. She's already cleared. She's already on the way to her 50K ring, busted through platinum, but she's going on to tell everybody about this service because she truly believes something that everybody needs, but at the same time, something that nobody knows about. So let's go ahead and get into it for today, fam. 3 things to go ahead and understand the power of your story and also other stories as well, okay? So here's number 1. The first thing that you need to really take hold of is at the beginning, not all of us have a story, right? When I first started inside of entrepreneurship, I didn't have all the money. I didn't have all these accolades to be able to go ahead and show somebody about all of the success that I was happening. In fact, I was sleeping in my car. I had no job. I was really struggling at the beginning. So I knew that I couldn't go around telling other people my story because I didn't have the success yet. I didn't have what somebody else was looking for, but I could tell you what I did find out on the best way to go and take that first step. And here it is. The best first step is to be able to leverage somebody else's stories, right? We don't have to have all the success, but I can guarantee you there's already somebody in this company that has been here for a long time, that has been through the trials and tribulations and have seen massive amounts of success. And for me, when I came in, that was Mr. Brian Carruthers. That's who I was leveraging. I didn't have a story to leverage, but I had Mr. Carruthers, who's been here for over 25 years, had a net worth of almost 25 million from Legal Shield, and he's created over 300 millionaires. His team's been paid out over $1 billion in commissions in the past 8 years. So remember this, at the beginning, we don't have to have a story. We can leverage somebody else's story, right? Alex Shahid. Alex Shahid was a college kid when he first got started inside of this industry. So for those that were younger, that was a story that I was leveraging. Or maybe if I was talking to an older individual, maybe like a grandfather. Well, I found somebody inside of the company that was winning that they could relate to. You see, I guarantee you, whoever you're going to talk to, there's somebody that is similar, just like them, that they can see like, wow, if they did it, why can't I go ahead and do it? Right, I'll give you guys another one. I was talking to a teacher about a month and a half ago, okay? And I was like, well, I'm not a teacher, but I guarantee you I can find a teacher that she can relate to. So I showed her Liz LeCue. She saw her story, she loved it, and now she's fired up to go ahead and get started. So the first key is being able to share other people's stories. And this is why we go to events, this is why we get on Zoom calls, this is why we go to trainings, so we can hear those stories. And even on the Prospect app, and then be able to go ahead and leverage them. So that's number 1. Number 2, the second key is to be able to go ahead and leverage other people's stories and then to also create our own story. You see, that's what I did. Chino went out and in 13 days became the second fastest in the history of the company to hit executive director. I did it in 26 days. So guess what I did pretty much those next 10, 13 days after Chino did it? I was leveraging his story. He just hit the 6-figure rank in a matter of less than 14 days, in 2 weeks. So I was leveraging that to go ahead and create my own story in the first month. Now, after the first month, I had a story to tell. And this is one of the biggest things that Brian Carruthers talks about. He said, when you launch, you only get to launch one time. So make sure that when you launch, that you can go out and have a story that's compelling to share with somebody else. So maybe you didn't have the greatest launch when you came in, but I guarantee you the new faces that are coming in, we can help them get launched correctly and have them be able to have a story that they can use to share with everybody else. You see, perfect example. If we go ahead and look at Mr. Daryl Drake just hit 100K in a matter of 30 days. So he has a crazy story, compelling story to go out and leverage. So he was leveraging Darnell Self. That's about to hit $2 million per year. Then he created his own story. And guess what the third step is? The third step is now you get to go ahead and create your downline stories, right? We get to go ahead and be an example to lead the way, to fire up everybody else to go ahead and do the exact same thing. And that's the formula. That's how you get an organization that is not just adding, but they're multiplying and really moving the needle. So that's exactly what's happening with Mr. Darnell Self, with Mr. Brian Carruthers bringing in Melissa Collins, and all of the other success testimonies that are happening right now is those three pieces. They found other stories to leverage. Then they're able to go and create their story. And then they use those two to go ahead and create an influx of stories through the organization. Remember this, whoever tells the story the most usually wins. Facts tell, stories sell. So I love you guys. If you haven't had a chance to really think about your story to go ahead and get it perfected, now is the time, because this is something that we're going to be telling over and over and over again. We can talk about the products all day long, but people don't buy with logic. People justify with logic, but they buy with emotion. So I love you, fam. Anything you guys need, we're here for you all day long. It is Thursday, event day, going all over the country. So make sure you guys are blasting out all of these events to go ahead and share the value that we have. I love you guys. Remember, we can be, do, and have anything. We can hold it in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. It's game time. Let's grow.